Within a network, every device has a unique IP address. Network administrators can't go around assigning unique IP addresses to every device. For routers, servers, printers, and other devices, sure. However, host devices make a large majority of the network. Dynamic Host Configuration Protocol, or DHCP, was created to simplify the process of IP address assignment. This centralized solution allows organizations to assign IP addresses with ease. Though there are dedicated DHCP servers out there, Cisco iOS allows a router to work as a fully functioning DHCP server, providing manual allocation, automatic allocation, and dynamic allocation. We're going to be working with dynamic allocation, which is when DHCP leases an IPv4 address for a limited time or until the client disconnects. DHCP goes through the process called lease origination. It goes like this: DHCP Discover. This message is broadcasted from the client to find a DHCP server. DHCP Offer. The DHCP server responds to the DHCP Discover message and reserves an IPv4 address for the client who broadcasted the message. DHCP Request. The client receives the DHCP offer and sends a DHCP request for the IPv4 address and other information. DHCP ACK. The server agrees to the DHCP request and leases the information to the client. Another process is lease renewal, where a client sends a DHCP request asking for the address again. So, our Cisco router can be a DHCP server. How can we configure this? The first step is to exclude certain IP addresses from the IP address pool. This would include all static IP addresses, such as your default gateway and any static devices that use memorable IP addresses that you've already assigned. You usually assign static IP addresses to devices that will need them, like servers and printers. On your Cisco router, you can exclude IP addresses with the IP DHCP exclude address command. You can choose to put single addresses or a range. After this, you have to configure the DHCP pool name. You can do this by typing IP DHCP pool followed by the pool name of your choice. From here, you can configure certain tasks, like the address pool and the default router or gateway. The address pool can be configured with a network number, followed by the subnet mask or prefix. You can also put down the default gateway with the default router command, followed by the address of the default gateway. You can also add a DNS server with the DNS server command. Be sure to follow up on this command with the IP address of the DNS server. There is a command to define the time of the lease for an IP address. It can be configured based on days, hours, minutes, or if you want the lease to last until the client disconnects. The last step is to enable DHCP. To enable it, simply do service DHCP. If you want to disable DHCP, do no service DHCP. If you want to view all of your DHCP configurations, simply use the following commands. Within a network, you'll want to configure DHCP relays. If you've already had a DHCP server, or you just want one router to handle DHCP requests, you would use the IP helper address command. With this command, you would follow up with it with the IP address of the DHCP server. If you wanted to set up a router interface as a DHCP client, you'd have to go into the interface and use the command IP address with DHCP instead of an IP address. That's it for this episode. In the next one, we're going to be taking a look at network address translation.